How to run a half marathon. This video is also dedicated to my little sister Brooke. Here is my philosophy when it comes to the race. 48 hours before the race, stop working out, stop lifting, stop running. Give your body those 2 days to fully recover and prepare itself for the event. If your race is on a Sunday, make sure Friday night you're getting a really good night's sleep. It's 2 nights before. That's the night's sleep that counts the most. 24 hours before the race, stop eating meat. Now, I had a coach that told me to do this 24 hours before the race, don't eat any meat. That's just kind of a rule of thumb that I have. Also 24 hours before the race, make sure you're drinking lots and lots of water. The hydration the day before will carry you through the next day. Yeah, that is essential. You gotta make sure you're hydrating 24 hours before. For the actual day of the race, make sure you're wearing the right stuff, make sure you got the right shoes, and watch out for chafing. Usually warm-ups are a pretty good idea. The races usually start early in the mornings and it's gonna be cold. I've seen people wear trash bags to help keep the heat in, which is a nice solution because that way when the race starts, you can just whip it off and not worry about it at all. But I mean, if you wanna bring older clothes or have someone along the sidelines that you can toss them to as you run, that works too. Just remember that it's gonna probably be cold, so make sure you have something to keep you warm as you're jogging around a little bit and loosening up before the race. For the race itself, you can set a goal or a window that you're shooting for, but honestly, make your primary goal to finish. Honestly, time is whatever. Everyone, no matter what time they cross that line, will get a medal. So just make your primary objective finishing the race. Don't try not to think about time. Just worry about finishing. As for the water stops, usually for the first half of the race, I drink nothing but water, and the second half of the race, I alternate between water and Gatorade. But I mean, it's kind of how you're feeling. If you don't really feel like you need that stuff, don't worry about it. If you feel like you're dying, when I ran my full marathon, I was like, any chance I could get as I went through the water stop, I was like, give me all the Gatorade and water, I'm dehydrated. Do what you need to do. And also when you grab the cup, pinch it in the middle and then tip it back so that way the air can escape as the fluid flies into your mouth. It's just a more simple, more clean way to do it. And it's just faster instead of trying to get it and it goes all over you and you look like a mess. As much as you can, just keep running. There is no shame whatsoever in taking a walking break. I have done it and I don't feel ashamed at all. Because it's not about the time, it's not about necessarily how you look. Lord knows I've come across that line looking pretty rough plenty of times before. Do what you gotta do, but do not stop. Keep your body moving forward towards the finish line. As long as you keep moving, you're gonna make it. If you have to go to the bathroom, just go. There should be plenty of porta potties along the way that you can access and it should be no big deal. Don't try and hold it. The people who try and hold it usually end up looking pretty ridiculous with an accident later on, and nobody wants that. Honestly, the most difficult part about the race won't be the physical challenge of it. It will be the mental challenge of it because you've already run 11 or 12 miles. Your body is more than capable of pushing you to that 13.1. But your mind is gonna go crazy in that amount of time just running. It's not the most exciting thing. It's gonna be easy to focus on how much it hurts or what your breathing's like or that constant pounding in your head. Make a playlist, listen to music, forge the right amount of songs into the right pattern so it distracts you from what you're doing. Read the signs that people make along the way. It's awesome. A lot of them are usually pretty funny. And honestly, there have been times where I've met someone who's running about the same pace and I strike up a conversation. It helps so much passing time along and you make a new friend along the way. Running with someone is always way better than running alone. Just try to keep your mind busy. Don't think about the pain. Just think about that finish line. It is going to be a challenge. It is going to be difficult. But the key to running a successful half marathon is to simply not stop running. As long as you keep moving forward, it doesn't matter what the pace is, doesn't matter if you're sprinting or jogging or walking, as long as you keep moving forward, you're gonna meet that finish line. And there's gonna be a nice person there who's gonna put the medal around your neck and give you a bottle of chocolate milk and some bananas and some other stuff, and you're gonna be like, oh, this is so great. I never have to run again in my entire life if I don't want to, because now people will know that I've run a half marathon. Ah, sweet vindication. You got this. You got this.